Okay, let's dive right in. We're about to dive into something that at first is going to sound like pure, unfiltered chaos. But I promise you, by the end of this, you'll see the hidden structure, the lightning-fast communication, and the incredible teamwork that's really going on. First, just have a listen. Confusing, right? It's a storm of overlapping voices, frantic callouts, a little bit of panic. How could anyone possibly make sense of this? Well, that's the exact question we're here to figure out. Because what you just heard, it isn't random noise at all. It's actually a highly specialized language, a dynamic strategy session, and believe it or not, a social club, all happening at the same time. This is the sound of a modern digital squad in its element. So, how are we going to decode all this? We're going to break it down. First, we'll learn their language. Then, we'll look at how they come up with strategies in just a few seconds. After that, we'll uncover the friendships that are fueling the whole thing. And finally, we'll see how it all adds up on the final scoreboard. To get what's happening in the action, we've got to understand the words they're using. And this isn't just slang. It's a super efficient dictionary, built for speed and clarity under insane pressure. You see the same thing in any high-stakes place, from an operating room to a stock trading floor. Okay, take the word sniper. In that single word, a player signals a very specific threat, a long-range enemy you have to be careful of. But what's really interesting is the quote here. When a teammate says snipers are irrelevant to us, it's more than just a fact. It's a way of pumping up the team, keeping morale high. Cover me. This is way more than a request. It's a command that triggers an instant gut reaction. The person yelling this is probably completely exposed, maybe trying to help a teammate or just reload their weapon. They're trusting their digital life to the person next to them. There's just no time to be polite. And that leads us right to revive me, or literally, get me. See, when a player is downed, they're not out of the game yet. This call is a plea for a really risky rescue mission. A teammate has to stop shooting, run into danger, and bring them back. It's a fundamental piece of how they survive as a team. And this just brilliantly shows why this language is so critical. A formal military command might be something like, requesting immediate suppressive fire on my position. I am exposed. By the time you've finished saying that, you're already out of the game. The gamer shorthand, cover me. It gets the exact same message across in a fraction of a second. It is pure, uncut efficiency. So, how does this language start to build into something bigger? Now that we've got some of the vocabulary down, let's see how they use it to create and completely abandon strategies in the blink of an eye. Right here, we're seeing a moment of clear, proactive planning. The squad leader spots a tactical mistake. They're all clumped together, making them one giant, easy target. The command is simple, it's direct, let's split up. This is the perfect plan. But, the perfect plan almost never survives contact with the enemy. Just look at this timeline. In the very first second, the plan is made. 5 seconds later, a brand new, more urgent threat pops up, and the team's focus just snaps to it. By the 10-second mark, that original plan is ancient history, totally replaced by pure chaotic reaction. And this is the sound of that plan completely collapsing. The repeated shout of disaster, and then they're everywhere. That marks the exact moment the team flips from proactive strategy to just reactive survival. But the crucial thing to get is this isn't failure. This is adaptation. And that's really the key takeaway here. Success in this world isn't about perfectly executing a plan you made beforehand. It's about having a team that can communicate so well that you can all pivot together in a split second. And honestly, that's a lesson in agility that applies way beyond the screen, to any business or any project. It's all about trust and flexibility. But what's holding that trust together? I mean, if we listen even closer, past the explosions and the callouts, you start to hear the social glue. This isn't just a mission, it's a hangout. Listen to this. Right in the middle of a battle, one player starts teasing another one about his new job, saying he cut them off ever since he started working. I mean, this isn't battlefield chatter. This is the conversation of good friends, and it's based on a shared history that has nothing to do with the game. And this stuff is happening all the time. They're making fun of each other, complaining about work, gossiping about their friends who aren't online, even making plans for later. It's this rich social life just unfolding right alongside the digital war. Here's another great example. A player gets called out for wearing this really flashy, bright outfit that basically makes him a giant target. And his response is, I'm just trying to stand out a little. It's a funny moment of personal expression that has zero to do with winning and everything to do with personality and friendship. You know, sociologists actually have a name for this. They call it a third place, a space that isn't your home and isn't your work, where you go to gather and connect. For this squad, the battlefield is their local pub, their coffee shop. And you know, in a world that's getting more and more remote, finding these kinds of places to build community is more important than ever. So does this unique mix of chaotic communication, super fast strategy, and deep friendship, does it actually work? Let's look at the data. Let's check out the final score. At the end of the match, we can see how everyone did as individuals. One player, Sotak Aya, absolutely led the charge with an incredible 33 kills, and the others all contributed in a big way too. But the individual numbers, they only tell part of the story. The real story is this number right here, 93 total kills as a team. This is the direct result of every cover me, every revive, every abandoned plan, and every piece of friendly trash talk that kept everyone's spirits up. It's the product of their collective effort. So the crucial point is that these numbers aren't just a score in a video game. They are the measurable, concrete outcome of a highly functional system. They're proof that what sounds like total chaos to an outsider is in fact a symphony of trust, speed, and shared experience. Which leaves us with one final question. What did we just witness here? A simple game? A virtual hangout spot? Or a genuine high-performance team operating under intense pressure? The answer, of course, is that it's all three, all at once.